Ba-doop boop. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Check on the chickens in Czechoslovakia.
Chechen chickens in Czechoslovakia.
We checked. All the scientists agree.
Ever checked.
All the scientists agree. These are the best chickens.
Chinese chickens.
Welcome to the Trash Cats Trash Cast. I'm Richard.
I'm Steven. And today we're testing our mind and morals with the philosophical dichotomy test. Should be pretty chill.
Yeah. But first, Steven, how was your week?
Well, just to set the stage, I'm recording once again in pitch black, okay? And my laptop screen is very bright. And right as we started recording, I realized I have the smudgiest glasses on in the world. They're so fucking dirty. I can see like 10 fingerprints in my vision right now. Just to set, everything's like kind of glowing. It's almost nice.
It's like an Instagram filter for real life.
Yeah, that glow filter just bumped up a little bit. But doing okay though. This week's just been work and been doing a lot of art, which has been good. I got a lot of stuff done. Finished a piece, started a new piece, and doing final tweaks on John's album cover. So got some good stuff done. Yeah, ordered new laptop finally. This current laptop, the charger, I've probably talked about it before, but the charging cord, the whole cord is covered in multiple layers of electrical tape. The plastic shell coating of the cord has been gone for like 2 years. You can just see all the wires, like the fibers of the cord, and it's like wrapped like a rat tail of electrical tape and duct tape, and it gets really hot. The battery on the computer right now, it says condition replace now with a big warning sign.
It's like, please, you have to replace it. You have to.
And at one point, there's only one fiber of the cord connecting it, but we're hanging on. I can get one more podcast out of this fucker, but got a new souped up laptop on the way. And, I fought some coyotes.
Oh boy, how that wasn't at the top of the list is crazy. How did that happen? How did it go? I mean, you're here, so I assume
I won.
You won. Yeah.
I kind of forgot this happened. I got reminded because my microphone, there's little pieces of fur in the pop filter.
Okay.
So
that's how you got reminded, you said.
That's how I got reminded.
I thought you were saying that's how it started. I was like, okay, were they in your house?
No, how it started is you know how I was saying in the woods there'll be like little coyote get-togethers?
Sure.
And how much coyote experience do you have? I need to know who I'm talking to here.
I mean, I've seen them like crossing the street, and I've seen the ring neighborhood things of like they're there, they're in our neighborhood. We had a bunch of them that lived behind the house when we lived in Florida.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If you lived near woods where coyotes frequent.
Yeah, every time the ambulance would pass by on the street behind the house, they would all kind of howl with it. Yeah,
that's actually sick. But so if you ever had times where it's like 3 a.m. and you hear them all like fighting, and it literally sounds like a satanic cult sacrificing a small child, like the wail, and when they're in the distance, the echo actually sounds like a small child or a woman like screaming. Have you like had that experience before?
I have not. No, that's crazy.
Now, I couldn't get something very specific to that, but they were making some like dog fighting noises. They were like having a brawl, and it's like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to go out and record them. So I go. Now, this laptop, as I said, the cord is tethered, right? So without it being plugged in, I have like 15 minutes of battery life. But I was like, fuck it. I'll just grab my microphone and my shitty laptop, and I'll go outside and see if we can record some coyotes, right? So I go up the hill, and the backyard of the neighbors, it goes into the woods. And I like go up there a bit. I guess I got carried away, and it like goes up kind of pretty far. But I ended up back in the woods, and there's like 30 coyotes fighting to death, like going crazy out there. And they were kind of spooked by me. And then one of them got brave. Now,
oh no.
It charges at me. Well, who's like a good baseball player? Just curious.
Ken Griffey Jr. I used to be. He doesn't play anymore, but
sure. What is you know the sound effect when Ness hits a home run in Super Smash Bros?
Yes.
Bro, I Sammy Sosa'd a coyote. Yeah. I hit a home run, bro. This motherfucker jumped up on me. And the laptop's taking up my hands, right? So all I had was the microphone, and I just went think, and he was fine, but it scared him away, and then they let me leave. But I got kind of spooked for a sec. There were a lot of them. All you see is their glowing eyes just circling like little rat sharks in the woods.
Rat sharks is actually probably pretty accurate to what that felt like.
That's what they're. Dude, all right, I did record them. I'm going to see if you can hear that. Dude, this sounds crazy. This is from my backyard, like, window before I went into the woods. So I'm not even that close. This is, like, maybe 300 meters of woods away.
Okay.
Let's see if this plays. Oh, fuck, I have headphones on. Fuck. Let me unplug my headphones. I'll play this for, like, 30 seconds. We can edit this shit out. And then I'll have to rejoin the call really quick, but the audio is pretty crazy.
Heard. You know what this makes me think of is, have I ever talked to you about Love That Goku? It's an account on Twitter, that I'm only familiar with because of, Run Button used to talk about him all the time. And he had like a years long Twitter beef with, one of the guys from Blues Traveler. Cause I guess he thought that it was like a real account, but it's like a troll account. It's just a guy, that like he posts all this shit all the time. Like, let me find a good one here. You don't have to be perfect to be a hero. All you have to do to be a hero is have love in your heart and possess the ability to shoot a concentrated beam of energy out of your hands. Or I must announce, that due to circumstances beyond my control, my life is extremely bad. But he had this whole era where every day he would post a different thing about like these street dogs that would, corner him and attack him. And he had to kill all these dogs. And he's like, I've killed so many dogs today. And it was just...
How many skulls must I crush?
It's like, please make it stop. But that's awesome. You had a Love That Goku moment.
I did.
Hit him with the power of podcasting.
And live to tell the tale.
Goddamn right.
How's your week, vacation boy?
Yeah, it's been really, really nice. 10 days. 10 days straight.
To clarify, you're at the worst part of the vacation right now, though.
Yeah, I go back tomorrow. This 10 straight days of not having to go in. I did go in for a couple hours, not for work, though. We were having a going away party for one of our employees that had to get a different situation. So they, I went in for that, but other than that, it's been completely hands off, not answering the phone, not shit like that. So it's been good.
Oh, yeah.
I
Do you
got
feel like
a little,
you healed up a bit?
I feel like I could probably still use another 5 days or so, but I have, so I work tomorrow and then I have Friday off because we're having a Halloween party up here. So I'm going back as stick my foot in the water and then like reassess, take a break again. And then I have a couple of service shifts this weekend. But
it's a good way to do it.
No. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going back in with just a little bit clearer head. I got a lot of shit done around the house. I've had a few days of just not doing anything. It's been nice. So
good.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better.
Beats a fleecation.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that fucking sucked. I thought about that several times over the last week of like, man, if I had suddenly like this massive undertaking to deal with while I was doing this, I would be so upset. I would be so sad.
Yeah. I wanted to kill strangers just for fun. Just drive around at night and shoot random people. That's how I felt every day.
I honestly,
I only killed a couple, so
I absolutely believe it. Speaking of, radical crimes, I did go to the No Kings protest on Saturday.
Terrorist.
I know, right? Full Terry actions affirmed.
All right, are we? Fuck. You shouldn't have brought that. All right. Here's my issue.
I got him started.
Because we're doing a philosophical compass test today. All right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I had to work Friday, was up super late, and I knew I was going to oversleep. I like the idea of going, definitely support anything that's fucking anti-Trump, so rad. But I legitimately do not understand why Democratic leadership does not have a better goal in mind for these protests. It's one of the biggest protests ever. At least 7 million people came out, bigger than the first one. And, it has ideology attached. But why aren't there demands? I don't understand the idea of a 4-hour protest window. In Cincinnati, it was very small. But I don't understand a 4-hour, 5-hour protest window with no demands or ultimatums. I just really don't get that. And when I look around at half the people there are also my enemies. And I still overall very much support it. I'm not
right
saying it's bad or dumb or useless. I just don't get why it can't be leveraged more effectively. And I find that very frustrating.
I agree with that. And because there is a point of with a lot of peaceful protesting, what it kind of equates to is just it's angry. Someone said this somewhere on a Instagram thing or something. It's an angry parade.
Yeah, it's like a valve release. It gets everybody. But I want to build shit.
What it does do, and I witnessed this myself. So I went with my mom. We were running errands that day anyways, and I asked her if she'd be down, and she said yeah. So it was cool for her. She was surprised by how many
good vibes.
What people her age
based
and her demographic that were there. She felt a lot of, it was she felt support by seeing that. And that okay, there are a lot more people here that surround us that you might not really guess that they even care, or if they do, they're probably Republican or, fence sitters or whatever, but seeing that many people that were pouring out to show support, because even we didn't go to like the Detroit proper one. We went to the area up around here had like a ton of satellite ones in the surrounding like suburbs and whatever. So we went to one of those, and it was so much bigger than I had expected. I was thinking like, if a couple hundred people show up, that's like crazy. But there had to be like 400 to 500 people there.
That's rad.
And it was not a space that was big enough for it. It was like on the sidewalks.
Mm-hmm.
So it did become somewhat of an issue in that way, where it was definitely stretched beyond the space it was supposed to, what it was like planned to take up, but it was dope. It was just a lot of, you said good vibes, people, good energy.
It's organization opportunity. I mean, there's like so many good like secondary effects. It just
using that to using that energy for something that's a little bit more proactive would be great.
It just underscores the weakness of the left to me. And they still obviously have my support in the endeavor. Like it's a noble intention. It just is really fucking annoying.
Yeah. A lot of signs. A lot of signs about protecting pedophiles and calling Trump a pedophile, and
I know,
that was really wild.
Really like that either.
It was a lot of that.
And I think half of it is like memes too, because they know it's like triggering to Republicans.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but one of the other ones we saw was like, you sucked in Home Alone too. And like, it's just whatever they can say that's going to piss him off.
Yeah.
And he absolutely was attacks. Triggered.
I don't know. I just look at half the signs and like feel really annoyed. Like even though like I very much appreciate the energy,
Yeah.
All right. Should we do this thing?
Yeah. Let's work on this.
All right. Here's the test, guys. You're welcome to join us. We don't really know if these are good tests or not. I think people on the internet like them a lot, but I'm not putting like high confidence or stock in the results, but more just as like a fun tool to experiment with. The website is dichotomy-tests.pages.dev. If you just Google dichotomy test, it comes up right away. We're doing philosophy, 74 questions. Start the test. You will be asked a number of questions. These will be in the form of either a statement or a scenario. For each of these questions, you should state whether you agree or disagree, broadly speaking. Please try to answer as honestly as possible. Begin test.
Fucking get started.
Let's go.
All right. Question 1. I would rather find true love than be wealthy.
Strongly agree, neutral, / I don't know, disagree, or strongly disagree. I think that's our choice.
That. I thought you were saying strongly agree right off the bat, and I was saying, I wouldn't have expected a strongly agree, maybe.
So, what's your answer?
Do you
right believe
now,
in true love?
I mean, like, not that there's only one person. There's one soulmate. There's one person for everyone. I think that you can find, and like, love is something you make. So,
that's how I feel too.
It's not that I think I generally think it's a good thing, but right now in my life, it's not a priority.
Sad. That's very sad. Bro, I feel like
it's not interesting to me.
True love is bullshit. It's a useless concept. If I take enough MDMA, I can love any stranger on the street, okay?
Mm-hmm. But is that true love?
No, but it feels chemically the same. And if I like fuck a person, and I could like you could brain fuck your way into thinking you like truly love someone. And then my next rebuttal is what if you do have true love and the person dies or it falls apart or whatever? Like,
well, I
did
think
it really exist?
Yes, and there's precedent for this.
What if you love again?
So true love doesn't mean that it's the only love. It just means that the emotion that you're having for them is pure. I
think it's a bad thing.
To have love for another person?
For it to be true love. There's an implication.
For you...
Wittgenstein understands me. There's a language game at play. If we could all clarify our understanding of the language, we would have no philosophical disagreements. The implication of true love to be more important than wealth is that it's a type of love that is like superior to a normal love, that you're like truly meant to love that person and vice versa.
Okay. Let me give you the. Would you give up a life of companionship, or would you give up? Not even a life of. Would you give up a comfortable, homey companionship for wealth? Would you rather have the wealth?
No, I think I'd rather be like homeless with somebody I love than be wealthy with someone I hate.
So I think I would. To this, I'm saying either neutral, I don't know, or disagree.
Damn, you're cynical, bro.
I think I'm neutral on it. I think at best.
That's crazy because I'm gonna see. All right, here's the meta.
Not to say that I don't.
We have
search for that because I have
though.
had that feeling before. I have had that feeling for somebody, and it was great while it lasted. It just wasn't meant to be. And
what would you rather have, that or be wealthy?
Well, it's not that I don't know.
I'd rather have that than be wealthy.
I'm looking at it from a going forward standpoint.
Sure.
And then I'm just saying at this point in time, what's more important to me?
You'd rather have. Here's a question: would you rather fuck someone you love tonight or have $100,000?
Ooh, I don't know. $100,000 would be pretty fucking clutch.
I'd take the money on that one. That's not a fair dichotomy.
that was pretty rough.
It would have to be like, or you can't have like any money or sex for a year.
Yeah, and it's like when you get into that, that's not what the question is.
No. See, but you're gonna go disagree, and I'm gonna go agree, and I know I'm playing into their meta, but
I'm saying neutral.
I'm going to agree. I'm just a romantic. Okay.
You think you're 73 more questions. Meta.
See, but I'm going to reverse them in the end. They don't know I have
quiz on philosophy.
They don't know I have a counter Uno reverse card for mid-test.
Okay. Question 2. I would rather be given an expensive car than save the life of a starving child.
Oh, bro, I don't know if I mentioned, I don't want to tell his story, but Will fucking saved some dude's life last week.
Oh, for real?
Which is the second person's life he's saved since I've known him.
That's fucking sick.
One person, I don't want to say it, but somebody fell and like cracked their head very, very badly. And then somebody OD'd in front of his house last week or whatever.
Wow.
Fucking revived him, bro. He's a hero.
So would you rather have that feeling? Would you rather save a starving child or be given an expensive car?
No, I'm strongly disagreeing. I don't give a fuck about cars, and I only mildly hate children. They're funnier when they're starving. So
here's the part they don't tell you. Even if they give you the car, you still got to get insurance, and you still got to, oh my God, all the repairs.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Crazy.
All right, I'm making sure my answers strongly disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're saving children for sure. Okay.
Question 3.
I would rather receive money than gifts. This is tricky. It depends on if it's a shit gift or not.
Yeah, it's like I would rather have money than someone
from a bad
like,
gift giver.
Or someone just like that feels like they have to like give me something to give me to like get me a gift. Like it's a big thing for me. Is like gift giving is not really a love language for me. It's just it's not a thing that I super care about.
It's an arrogant capitalistic trick on us plebs to trick us into buying each other gifts to make ourselves feel better. I hate it.
It's like
I hate gifts so much.
And the same with like the cards are the ones that always make me mad. It's like I get where for some people the thoughtful card is it's almost more important than the gift. It's like it doesn't have to have anything else, but like the card itself is really nice. And I can almost agree with that, but the cost of the card themselves.
Oh yeah. That's why you make your own cards.
Exactly. Is that you have to. Even if it's just a folded piece of printer paper.
But then again, you're the type of guy that gives somebody a card that's blank.
That's not. You know what? If I spend a lot of time on it, maybe.
Hell yeah. No, you would make a very, very fancy like luxury card. It'd be like, here's your gift to give someone else a nice card.
I expect to get this back on my birthday, is what it is.
I'm investing in my next gift from you.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of spending the $5 on a card, add that up to just put $5 cash in the envelope. It's fine.
So I don't know about you. I'm leaning towards neutral because the context is not. Not enough context to be clear. Neutral.
Yeah. All right. Question 4.
Brought it.
I would rather be in a sexual relationship without intimacy than be in an intimate relationship without sex.
Neutral. They're both important.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Context is.
I could probably deal with one over the other for a longer amount of time, but you need a balance.
Yeah.
Number
question 5.
There's no inherent meaning to life. Strong agree. I'm a nihilist, violent extremist.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Strongly agree.
I could go just agree, but the vibes call me to strongly agree.
If you were to make the argument of like, it's not that I don't think life has meaning. I don't think that there is inherent, like there is a meaning that should be subscribed, that everyone should subscribe to, that is applicable to all people. That doesn't. I don't think that exists.
Yeah, I think the key word here is inherent.
Yes.
Which would mean like inherent to everyone or all life. And I mean, you can go the arguments of like, oh, we make our own purpose or we find what gives us ourselves value or whatever. But I don't think life inherently is valuable.
Like those comments, like the idea of we make our own purpose directly.
Such cope, isn't it?
Well, no. Well, it conflicts with there being an inherent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is also like cope. It's like, oh, sad, cringy human trying to understand. think they matter.
I mean, I agree with it. Like,
I make my own purpose.
You have if there's no inherent purpose, that means that you do have to create it or find it.
Yeah. Or just kill yourself.
I mean, yeah, that's also an option.
That's the
question 6. A world without color is far darker than a world without order.
Ooh, real right brain, left brain question. Do you value order or aesthetic or pleasure or hedonism or chaos? Yeah, this is like classic left versus right.
Yeah, I know. I think I
like
know
color.
where you stand on this.
Yeah, but I can't go strong agree because I also
Yeah.
do believe in order. But
Yeah.
a world
I'm
without color is further. I would agree, but not strongly.
yeah, I'm between agree and neutral.
Yeah, you're
I
a real
think
law and order
agree.
fella.
It's hard. I feel like it's harder for me to say agree because mostly because I know like if that's where you feel that you fall, I feel like I'm maybe a little, maybe just less enthusiastic about it. But when gun to my head, what am I feeling? I think I agree.
This kind of, yeah, but I don't think we should base too comparatively off each other because we'll like influence maybe more than we want to. Which reminds me of our previous conversation. I think in a lot of ways I am both more extreme and less extreme than I may come off, and I'm still waiting for those questions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I gotta when I get back in tomorrow, I'm gonna bring it up at the meeting.
Hell yeah, sweet. We'll keep it on the down low until then. All right, I will go agree. I like color more than order.
Same.
Number 7. Society will always need a strong authority. Can you imagine the fucking brain dead rock people that answer strongly agree to this one? Just derped out, slugging around like snails every day of their lives. Like, leave me.
If we don't have Mussolini leading the regime,
Yeah.
What possible, what kind of society is that?
Strong disagree.
I mean, I think some type of leadership is...
We're all independent, special little beings that can lead ourselves wherever we may want to go. Like little mice in a field, we nibble our own path. Who needs a king, a rat king, to lead them around, huh?
I feel like the problem is like that's a great idea. I feel like the problem exists with...
It's a little bullshit too. I agree.
Yeah, okay.
But
I think I just have to go disagree on this.
That's fair. That's where our extremities, which is not the plural of extreme natures, disagree. That's where our extremities dissect.
Yeah. All right, question 8. I believe in some form of spiritual afterlife.
Disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
Number 9.
I think
if you consider dirt an afterlife.
I think I'm going to put strongly disagree.
You're stronger than me on that?
'Cause I really don't. It's like I like the idea.
It's very close-minded of
there
you,
being something, but like I really don't expect it. Like it's not something that I put any faith or value
what do you
into.
Put odds on it? Out of 100, what percent
out of 100
likely do you think there's something after death?
Maybe 20%.
God, that's exactly what my percent was. Because here's my thought process. I think it is bullshit, and my nature wants to make it a far lower percentage. And I think it's the 20% is like kind of bullshit from like being so indoctrinated our entire lives, especially like Catholic shit. But like, it's hard to truly imagine there being nothing else. Yeah. I may feel it is most likely just dirt nap after death, but I can't understand that. And most people, I don't think, do. That we always
it's impossible to really
right. It'd be like, what is a coma like? Yeah, you're in a coma in 5 minutes from now. Can you understand that? It's like no. So I think it's like scientifically, metaphysically, very unlikely but the human nature part of me, like, still kind of feels like, oh, there's a chance. But
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Fucking stupid to believe.
I want there to be. I want to be a ghost. I want to haunt people and places and shit.
You want to Casper it up?
Yeah, man. I want to fuck shit up.
I just want it to be over, man. I don't want to have to do it all over. Although karma, like reincarnation, could be cool, like to come back as a different being. But I don't want to have to live this life longer. No fucking shot.
Mm-hmm.
Next, number 9. If I had to choose, I would save myself instead of a loved one. Depends on how much I love them. Who are we talking about?
I'm gonna say it's either yeah, exactly. Well, it doesn't say it doesn't say family member. It doesn't say relative. It doesn't say friend. Just someone you love.
Let me test you. Would you sacrifice yourself to save your cat?
Probably, yeah.
That's stupid, bro.
I love you. I say probably, I agree with you. It was mostly because I don't think that, okay, there's a car coming or something, I'm just picturing it in my head. I don't think that I would.
You would instinctively try to protect, but that is not the question.
I would take a thought. It wouldn't be a thought kind of maneuver, but I do feel like that's the action I would take.
No. You're expanding the hypothetical. The question is if you would save yourself or a loved one. I would take risks. I would take like fairly high risks. Like you said, instinctively, I'm pretty sure I could accidentally get hit by a car trying to save my cat. But if it's head on the chopping block, 100% certain death, self or cat, I pick myself, right?
Yeah.
You just have to. It's like not a fair question.
But then, okay, so then if I extend that out, you extend that out to people though. I feel like there's my, and this might be the depression talking, but my personal self-preservation instincts maybe aren't super high.
Yeah, I think depressive people tend to answer that way too. Where like I tend to go back to like it's a bullshit answer, but what is my emotional state in the moment? Like day to day, that really could change, and depending on who it is and how I'm feeling, like that day, that hour, that second, like I don't really know how I would pick, but I do think different people could evoke different answers out of me and the timing of it. But if they're a true loved one, wouldn't they want you to save yourself?
Yes, but they're not asking them.
That's true.
Me. They're asking
good
you.
Boundaries on the hypothetical. That was good.
I think I put disagree.
You wouldn't save yourself over a loved one?
I think in general, no. That's like given that scenario.
Just any random loved one.
Assuming that they are actually someone I loved. Yeah.
I'll hold you to it. I'll go neutral.
Yeah, or the pop quiz fucking later this week, Steven's going to hold somebody hostage. Question 10. The ends usually justify the means.
Agree. Not strongly, because I have balance. But I do largely agree with that. I'm willing to do ugly things for beautiful ends, and I feel as though more people should live that way.
Now, but it doesn't say beautiful means or beautiful.
Doesn't matter. It's the ends is always a good end, or else you're not doing. It's always you do bad things to justify a good ends. Subjectively,
I can think of a lot of things that have happened recently in the political sphere that would say that.
Examples: Trump did bad things because it served his ends. He believed his ends were right. Yeah, but he believed they were right. I also think we should think that way.
It's like, is this question coming from the perspective of the ends usually justify the means for choices that I make, or in general life philosophy? Because it doesn't specify like in the world.
Let me simplify
in my life.
The question is, do you think bad things can be done because it achieves a good end?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I didn't do strongly agree because there is balance. But overall, like, we should be willing to do harm for good.
That's fair.
Number 11. I would rather live a life of personal pleasure than settle down and have children.
Strongly agree.
Agree. Wow. Strongly.
I really think so. It's not that I'm fully against the idea of having, like, in my dating pool right now is like single moms or people that, you know, have been in relationships, whatever.
Progressively weirder. Yeah.
Sorry?
It gets progressively weirder as we get older, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, like honestly, we're at the age now where there are, you know,
double divorced chicks like our age.
Yeah, or like, you know, they have kids who are, you know, like older than 10.
That'll beat us in Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude. So it's like, you know, they're not, you know, that's like I'm fully open to that. I completely think that that's fine.
Then why are you strong?
Even adoption, because it's not something that I'm actively seeking. But it's not something that I plan for myself. When I think about, you know, my 20-year plan for whatever nebulous thing that is, that's not what I see for myself. I don't actively want that. I'm just not against the idea of it.
We have become
But what I rather want is to not have kids.
Same. And I think honestly we've become very antinatalist. I think this is a little kind of stupid of me to say on here. I feel sad about this question. I think that's why I can't strongly agree. It has too many things, bro. Like, I don't like how emotional of a thing it's been for previous part. It's like a hard thing. And it's like that thing where almost no one regrets their children. And as stupid as I think that is, it's like part of me like feels a cruelness to say outright that I would prefer personal pleasure, because I don't think it's just, if the answer is just personal pleasure, I'm not sure how strongly I can agree. But if it's like personal purpose, shit,
I think that's included.
It's a little limiting.
Purpose is part of your pleasure. Purpose is part of the thing. Like,
what if I don't get pleasure out of it?
You fulfilling the thing that you find to be purposeful to you.
It's not pleasurable.
Then how is it your purpose?
Nothing about my purposes in life are pleasurable.
That's insane and sad.
Yeah, my life's pathetic. Not pathetic, but pathetic infers weakness. My life is not very happy.
Let me change the verb so people don't think I'm pathetic.
I don't feel like, you know how like some depressive people are like, oh, I suck. My life's really terrible. I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm doing what I want with my life, but I live fairly somberly. Like my art does not make me happy. Mm-hmm. The podcast doesn't really make me happy. But I enjoy these things, but they're not. I think
in your case,
I just have to do them.
it's there is some discrepancy to be expected there, because the alternative to doing these things, I assume, is just drugs.
Yes.
So,
which I would find far more pleasurable.
Yes, okay. So I can more understand your position on that.
Thank you. Number 12. I'm trying not to get us too stuck in the mud, because I could fucking off-road us off the rails on any given question, but we're on 12 of 74.
I'm trying to be out of here at 10.
We'll try.
I got work tomorrow, Steven.
All right, we'll start cutting each other off more. Number 12. You're read.
Oh, life is suffering and fundamentally meaningless.
It doesn't have to be, but I agree. I choose for it to be.
I feel like I was gonna say neutral, but actually I think I am agree.
Yeah. Number 13.
Especially the meaningless part.
Yeah. When making a decision, the underlying reasoning is always more important than the consequences. Largely agree. Not strongly. More like a medium agree. In reasoning, the thought process is always more important than the answer. The consequences kind of throws that question a bit for me.
Yeah.
Because the answer isn't... The consequences don't always match like a proportional response to the question or whatever.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
14. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Strongly agree, just like every other idiot.
Agree.
Can you imagine what fucking idiots do strongly disagree?
Nah, that's not cool, bro.
I don't need evidence for shit.
I don't got evidence. I got Alex Jones.
Yeah. Strongly agree. Extraordinary claims do require extraordinary evidence. Number 15. There is more to the world than mere material. I feel like that should be phrased different. I do not believe in spiritualism, occult, or the paranormal, but there is more than purely the physical world. We have our own internal mental worlds, emotions, and feelings that do not fall into those other trash, nonsensical categories that also can be meaningful. So I would agree, but not strongly. The material world is very boring.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I will go strongly agree there, actually. But I just don't like what it implies. I feel like it's going to imply some like dumb bullshit in the result meta.
That's because they didn't specify.
Yeah, it's going to be like, oh, you think spiritualism's great? Yeah, that's what it's going to be, like spiritualism points +2,
Here's our problem, Stephen, is we keep doing this thing where we're like, we'll read something that has way too much, what's it called? Prefacing and explaining, like, the bat thing, like, explaining all of the suppositions, all of the ideas, and just to get all these things out of the way. And then now within this tiny box that I've painted you, here's what I present. 4 pages of prefacing before giving the idea versus this vague concept. And it's like, there has to be a middle ground in philosophy. There has to be. I think
the middle ground is specific language. Like I don't really have that many problems with the question so far, except very specific words, and I feel like that is. I feel like it takes a very like crafty person to imply things like pinpoint specifically. But I to
pinpoint things specifically, and usually we're getting like one sentence.
But that's also part of the nature of
like expect it to be universally understood, the meaning of it. Like if it'd be one thing if you're, proposing an idea for thought, but if you're proposing an idea so that other people can respond to it and you collect data from it, then
the thing is though, is like, we're not relying on their results though. It's more like, do we agree with the results is where we can extract
exactly.
Something. Yeah.
That's fair.
Number 16.
16. Most people are inherently selfish.
Agree, but I don't think that's bad, and there's a lot of people that aren't. So
I think agree, and it's a good thing.
Or it's a neutral thing, but soft agree.
I think, there is, I really do subscribe to the idea of, in almost every scenario, you should put yourself first, consider yourself first. Obviously there are.
Remember that when your cats are.
Exactly. Yeah. There are, circumstances in which you may waive that. But, I think for the most part, putting yourself first, because you can't expect anyone else to put you first. So you have to be the one that does it.
We are our own gods and masters. Number 17, we should strive towards a utopian society. Strongly agree.
Yes.
No, I want to live in a shittier world.
Yeah. I want it to always suck.
I want it to be a dystopian, bro.
There's no reason to try to make anything better.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? My refrigerator isn't working properly. Just throw it away. I'm good. I'm just going to eat out of the trash now. Question 18. Sometimes we must suffer in the present so that we can have a better future.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, strongly agree. I was going to say, I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the last question, even.
It's called withdrawals.
Yeah. Damn.
Number 19. No actions are inherently moral or immoral. This is another inherently. What was the other word they used? Was it inherently also?
It was something was inherently.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, but now this is interesting because we've had this conversation before, right?
Yeah, I could kill a homeless person every day, and I don't think it matters compared to like. I could feed them, or I could kill them off day by day.
This clip out of context.
Philosophically, it does not matter. I truly, like, nothing matters, but I clearly choose not to live my life that way because I don't think it's good, but I don't think it matters.
It would be against your personal morality rather than an inherent morality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I feel like these are the things on a philosophy paper. I feel like I actually did it okay on my the Beauty Ethics Manifesto.
You had your 3 strong pillars.
Yes, always but I had my prefaces that I wish more philosophy papers like bullet pointed at the start of paper. Like, are we living in a reality? Are we living in a reality of like where we're talking about inherent philosophy or applied philosophy? Like, I wish things were more, not this specifically, but I would, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this. I'll go neutral.
You going neutral?
Yeah. Because my ideal or like inherent philosophy versus applied philosophy are very different or contradictory.
I'm thinking agree.
Ooh. You're killing more homeless than me, huh? You're poisoning the peanut butter sandwiches.
Nah, I think intentions have maybe more of the inherent morality than actions do. Intention being the driving force to commit an action. That's usually like the proof's in the pudding.
You're really going to love this next question, man.
Oh, cool. At question 20, reason is more important than emotion.
I'm neutral.
I think I am too, actually. I think if you were to ask me this 5 years ago,
you'd be reason.
Probably. Well, it give you a reason? Is that what you said?
Give me a reason, motherfucker. No, I feel like 5 years ago you would have said reason, and now you've shifted more towards emotion into neutral ground.
I think I just kind of understand more of the validity of like. I think usually when making decisions, it's best to choose reason over emotion. Like I still feel
Agreed.
that way, but I don't think that it's more important than. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think I operate better with using it as a guide, where some people tend to may operate better with emotion as a guide. So I think I actually am neutral on this.
Yeah. 21. It is foolish to believe a claim if there is no evidence to back it up. Agree. I can't strongly agree because I do believe in moral intuitions. And I think that's often abused and extended to the supernatural or silly beliefs. But I do believe in moral intuition. I would agree it's foolish to believe a claim without evidence, but not all the time.
Yeah, I feel that I'm kind of stuck between agree and strongly agree because I feel like
we need a 3/4 agree.
Yeah, exactly. For the sake of it being a middle ground, I think I'm going to say agree, but I think I may even lean a little bit more there.
It's very reasonable.
Question 22. My mental well-being is more important to me than material possessions. I agree. Ooh, that's probably a strongly agree.
Strongly. Fuck, you're more of a radical than me tonight, sir.
It's like, don't get me wrong. I love my stuff. My stuff is good stuff. I chose my stuff. I like being in my house with my stuff, with my own bed.
You like fancy stuff far more than I do. Here's my thought, though, is my mind can take a lot of abuse. I got endurance up here, bro. I only have so many threshold. Things. Yeah, dude, I only got so many things I can lose before we start having a problem. So, like, I agree. But don't touch my shit, This laptop cord, if if that coyote took one more nibble on the cord, we wouldn't be recording tonight. Number 23.
I strongly agree.
Selflessness is a virtue. Neutral. Fucking dumbass question.
It's not saying that selflessness is inherently good, right?
It's just a virtue, but the implication is it's a positive virtue. There's no negative virtue connotation.
Right, and I don't. Let me think about this.
We don't have time.
Could selflessness be negative?
Yes. Yes.
When okay, and let me. I guess on a personal the smaller scale, I think that is. I think you're right. I think it being.
Just think about sad moms.
I think it being a virtue is being something that is like we should strive for, right? We should strive for like the be the change you want to see in the world kind of vibe, but like if everyone was only ever looking out for self, that's kind of dismal. If selflessness is the thing that bridges the gap between people, like I think we both said earlier that strongly agree we should strive for a utopian,
yes,
future.
But that can be done selfishly too. There's the whole political philosophy of selfish politics. I help others to help myself.
Let me put it this way, I guess. I would agree that both selfishness and selflessness are a virtue. Therefore, yes. I guess, neutral. I guess would be my best answer. So I just had to walk through that. I had to get there.
You're good. We're 100% correct. That's what the results are going to say. 100% A+.
It's like, wow, you guys are right, actually.
very, very bright young lads.
Question 24. Our society is fundamentally flawed and in need of radical reform.
This sucks because the answer is yes, but not fundamentally. It's the choices people have made. We have a 70% Christian nation, 90% religious. That is fundamentally flawed, but it doesn't have to be. And if people made the choices, is that fundamental? Our world is fucked, but it's from human nature. Yeah. But human nature didn't have to be that way.
But isn't our human nature the most fundamental of things?
I lean towards agree, but I feel like I don't like the meta on this.
Yeah, they're trying to trick us.
Tricking us. I feel like we're falling into a Venus flytrap, and I'm covered in honey and dirty glasses.
I definitely think there are some issues that.
Oh, there's a whole part 2 of the question, and in need of radical reform.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to reform shit. I mean, I do. We want a utopia, but
yeah,
that doesn't mean I think it can happen.
The much more stable way to go about that is the what's it called, the boiling genocide. Frog effect.
Sure.
You know about that? You can put maybe not all frogs, but you can put a frog in boiling water or whatever because they're yeah. I'm
going soft agree.
Yeah,
I'm meta fucked.
Oh, you said you are agreeing?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured you were going to go more neutral. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I don't know if it's fixable. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's fundamental or downstream, but the spiritual beliefs of people have corrupted our world for sure. Yeah. 25. I prefer friendship that helps me grow as a person as opposed to ones that are exciting.
Strongly agree.
Really?
Yep. That's just where my priorities lie. And that's I can understand the argument for otherwise, but that's just
I've talked about this before too.
I want to be a hermit. I want to disappear,
live like
and then,
Wilson, and
like, don't get me wrong. I still want to have the internet. I still want to have the niceties.
You want to communicate via snail mail, like actual mail.
I want to have to go to the Piggly Wiggly every, drive 40 minutes to the local Piggly Wiggly, and then they never see me. They never see me for another 3 weeks.
You know how exciting of a friend I am?
You're pretty exciting.
I would never, ever in my life say the word Piggly Wiggly to a friend. I'm going neutral. I know I should want strongly agree, but I do feel neutrally.
That's fair.
Yeah. 26.
There is an undying... Nope, that's not what it says. There is an underlying morality in everything that we do.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, I think in what I was just saying, there's underlying morality in the intentions, right?
If I fucking jack off, I don't think there's morality in that. You know, like I feel like there's exceptions.
The most neutral thing you can do.
I feel like there's, but then like I'm thinking of a lot of the people that would answer strongly agree would be like, no, that is inherently underlying immorality. You know, like there's so many metas. I would go with agree, but not strongly. I think everything we do. See, but then is it the underlying philosophy or the applied philosophy? Because if nothing matters.
Underlying morality in everything that we do.
Actually, no. I fucking disagree. Fuck this.
I was going to say, I feel like I lean more towards disagree on this.
I think that's where I'm landing. But the things we do matter. They just don't ultimately matter.
Right.
Everything we do.
I think.
But I don't trust dichotomy-test.page.dev to understand my answers correctly.
Yeah, that's what I think there is. Like I said, I think there is an underlying morality in the intentions that we use to motivate actions. Like your heart's in the right place kind of shit. But.
Bro, this next question is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep us moving.
I'm disagreeing on this one. Then we can.
That's what I do. Number 27. Without music, life would be a mistake. Like a fucking baby you didn't want, like an unexpected pregnancy without music. My life's a fucking abortion. What the fuck, bro? Neutral. Fucking.
The language is so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like I assume that they're just trying to communicate that it wouldn't be good.
Yeah. It's like it got lost in translation. All right, we got to speed run some of these fuckers.
Okay. Question 28. There exists an omniscient, omnipotent, and absolute being.
Strongly disagree. 29, consciousness is immaterial. That's a very, very complicated question. Can you have consciousness without brain function? Does a soul exist without a brain? Can you kill a baby at up to 14 weeks because its brain hasn't developed the structure to build a consciousness? Yes, that's we could say material doesn't matter, but if you don't have brain material, can you have the underlying material to host consciousness?
Now, I think in this context, they mean like, so it can mean spiritual rather than physical in philosophy, right?
Yeah. I don't know, though.
So it's either that or it's just meaning unimportant.
I don't think it's meaning that. I think actually is consciousness immaterial? Something in my mind, I'm reading that as consciousness is something that is non-physical.
Yeah, that's not what that word means. And that's because that's what I thought too, and then I looked it up. Adjective, unimportant under the circumstances or irrelevant. Or 2, philosophy, spiritual rather than physical. So
can't it also mean like non-physical, or are we like totally tripping?
There's incorporeal would be non-physical, but I don't think that that's immaterial. It just means that it's irrelevant.
But it also can mean the opposite of matter, materialism, or the materialistic. This is like actually the most dog shit wording of a question. This is like actually like where philosophy dies right now. This is like pop. trash. How could they choose that word?
I'm just saying, I had a whole nother questionnaire we could have gone through. This is
too late
fun.
now, bro. That's actually all three of those meanings could be correct, and none of them are.
I'm saying neutral.
I'm neutral. Yeah, fuck that question.
It's not. It's a bad question. Question 30. My own prosperity matters more to me than the happiness of those around me.
If I'm honest, I agree. I don't really want it to be that way necessarily, but it's true.
I think I could see being neutral on this, but it's hard to picture like being like having everything going well and meanwhile everyone around you is like,
sure, but we can shit test this by would you rather have $100,000 or would you rather have me have $100,000? You would rather have that money.
What's fucked up about that is that doesn't account for the fact that like, or if those are my two choices, it's like, or we can split $100,000.
Which I would also go for, but
right.
I
mean, that's the one that makes the most sense, which is why to me, it's like, I would rather
share happiness.
Yeah, have a shared happiness.
Two people can make more units of happiness than one person makes by themselves. I do believe that to be true. That is a fundamental philosophy thing.
So I think I disagree on this. I understand.
No.
I understand agreeing on it, but I don't think
you can. I don't think you can.
You don't think I can?
I don't think you can. I don't think you physically can click disagree. I think if you're
already
honest,
did it. No, homie, I got to tell you, I already did it.
I think if you look into your consciousness, you will know you're as selfish as I am. I understand your answer, though.
Yeah. Only outside of the small bubble of people I keep around me.
Sure. 31. People who desire constant success must change their conduct with the times? Are we doing a how to get famous quiz? I don't give a fuck about that. Neutral. Yeah, Some people stay successful because they don't change. Other people stay successful because they do adapt. What a stupid question. 32.
It is virtuous to live a simple life without an abundance of physical comforts. Virtuous.
No.
I disagree. I think it's cool and it's a good thing.
It's how I lean too, but it's not.
It's fun. It's virtuous. Fun if you can do it, but I don't think it's virtuous.
Agreed. Like I think I try to tend to be that way, not completely, but like I don't want to be a monk, but I don't think monks because they don't have shit are virtuous either. You know, like it's an aesthetic choice of what is fulfilling to the person.
Yeah,
disagree.
But
they're gonna think we're greedy little. They're gonna think we're greedy little money fucks.
Yeah,
they're gonna think we're city boys.
I want my fully correct.
I want my results to be country boy.
You were raised in the South.
33.
Hold on. I'm trying to still decide if I disagree or strongly disagree.
Bro, we got 20 minutes and 32 questions.
All right, disagree.
10's not a hard out for me, but I don't want to hold you up on your last night.
Yeah, I would rather try to be out by 10, but we'll get there. Well, it's not a big deal.
I don't think we're gonna get there. 33. We are all insignificant in the eyes of the universe. Well, the universe doesn't have fucking eyes, so that's really fucking dumb. Neutral. I just out of spite, I refuse to offer any input to these.
Yeah.
Garbage.
34. A society without marriage would be better than a society without divorce.
I strongly agree, but I think most people are stupider than me that wouldn't make that world very cohesive either, so I will soft agree.
Yeah.
A world without divorce is infinite rape. That's what the question is.
Yeah, that's awful. That's terrible.
35. Our society and physical abuse. Our society, which is like ended in the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a woman could actually have a divorce. Question 35. Our society defines us. No. Might define them. Doesn't define me. Fuck that. Fuck our society.
36. Spirit and matter are two separate entities.
They definitely are because they're different words. How fucking dumb. No, they're the same entities. That's why we gave them two different words. Awesome.
Yeah.
37. I usually put
hold
my...
on.
Oh, God.
No, hold on. You're saying by agreeing to this. Are you strongly agreeing or are you agreeing?
I strongly agree. They're different things.
They're different things. And I don't disagree, but I think that I think I'm gonna get in the weeds of it, but the connotation of it being like spirituality, what exists behind the neurons firing in your head. That's going back to how I answered the previous one. I do understand that, but they are separate entities. That doesn't mean they can't overlap, though. Yeah. That's fair.
But if like we were to run out that argument long form, I probably could agree. But I think based off this, what is it in legal, the victus or whatever, it's like the spirit of the law, the question, or like the spirit of the question. I strongly agree they're separate things. I don't think it's victus, but there's some other dumb Latin word. 37. I will usually put my family and community or my people above my own personal goals. Disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
I don't like when people have communities or like groups of their people. I really dislike when someone's like, "Oh, my community" or "my people." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." Fuck people.
I think when you're saying of like my community is like in a created space, but like if you're saying like just the space that exists around you anyways, that like, you know, people,
my coincidental community, yeah,
having a neighborhood is not it's not a bad thing. Having, you know, people that exist like we have, you know, a bunch of regular customers and shit that are like with work, so I have like a work community. It's not a thing that I created and I attend. It's just it exists in the space that I share.
But I'll go one step farther into an anti. I don't want to fuck that up. And like, well, it could be a pro-Nazi or anti-Nazi answer. I don't like when people are like, yo, this is my people. I don't like tying yourself to a thing outside of yourself, whether it's organized religion or like, oh, my Lebanese people. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, the only time I'll ever say that is like fucking around. That shit's so stupid. Like, we are more than our fucking ancestors. They're all fucking dead. That's not your people. We're our own beings. And I understand there's like identity and things tied in. And I don't think all of that is bad. But I think it largely is. We are not meant to be our people. We are ourselves. I hate. Yeah, I don't like communities.
I recently had this thought. I was going over this, and this was a shower thought, and I was thinking about the idea of people that are really, really proud of like their heritage.
They're always fucked.
They're always fucked. There's a certain like I get where it kind of. Like, not in a way of like a white power thing or like something like that, but like just a general, like, I have family members who, like, my great grandfather was born in Italy, and then he came over here, and like my granddad was born in Chicago. So
yeah, my spaghetti ancestors, like, they sound really cool, and that's why we all like good food. It is appealing.
Yeah. There's that thing existed when. Like my aunts and uncles and shit that are like really like almost obsessive over like anything that's Italian or anything that's like, oh, it'd be like, oh, there's this. Like there's like it's like a fascination of sorts or like a feeling of a connection to it, even though like they've never been there. They don't know how the fucking language, they don't have any real connection to it. There are at least, 2 degrees of separation of like people they know, but like there's nothing else there. So the idea of it being this is more prominent before people had the internet. They had other things that they could like be interested in, have
people,
different things,
a multiracial society.
Well, that too. But what I'm saying is like the idea of just having a thing to be like fascinated by or having like
rooted.
Yeah. It's like, true. People find entertainment in anything, but like, having
spaghetti,
having the bevy of all information and entertainment products and distractions and whatever interests that you could possibly desire at your fingertips. Now, by serious comparison, it's like, who fucking cares about where your grandparents are from? Who cares where you're from?
Every woman in my family identifies with being Lebanese. And I think it's cute. I also can like get pulled into it a little bit. But the reality is I live in fucking Price Hill. Okay. I've never been to Lebanon. Yeah. And I don't give a fuck what the fucking fucked up government of a million different religions, fucking terrorists blowing each other up do in fucking Lebanon for olives. I don't give a shit. That's not my world. It's not our people. I've never met them, never will, because they're all fucking dead. We're ourselves.
It doesn't change anything for the fucking degenerate in Price Hill. It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Number question 38. Revolution is sometimes a benefit to society.
Sometimes. Not very often, but sometimes.
Yep, agree.
That's how our country was founded.
Exactly.
Number 39. People have the right to try to achieve as much pleasure as possible. Strongly agree. That's why I masturbate 69 times a day.
The skin is chafed.
My boss hates it, but it's either that or I fuck their mom. So
you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one stand. You can't be. You gotta let it go.
You're gonna love this next one. Why?
Question 40. Life is despair.
That's just unhinged, bro. Neutral.
Yeah, neutral. That's so...
It is if you want it to be. Or if you let it be. Or if you're in bad circumstances. Or your brain's fucked. I knew a lady that got kicked by a donkey. Bro, her life was going great right up until that moment. And then everything could be great. Like, everything around her could be great, and her life still fucking sucks. She's miserable.
Brutal.
Perma-despaired by a donkey. By way of donkey, bro. That's like, you got Oregon trailed into misery.
Oh, goddamn. That is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Number 41. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. What is happening? They're getting worse and worse.
It's like they had like 20 of these ready to go, and they're like, we should make this quiz. And people were like, oh, I think it needs to be longer. We probably, I don't know. It feels more substantial. It feels like you're really doing something if it's.
It feels ChatGPT-ish.
They just had a blue skies, no bad answers.
Yeah.
Kind of meeting, and whew.
No, I disagree. It's still an education. You could even argue it's a worse. Dumb. Disagree. Bro, we got a lot of questions. I don't want to rush you, but I don't want to hold you up either. It's up to you.
No. I agree. I agree that I disagree. Question 42. Human beings possess free will.
Agree, but not strong agree. I don't know if free will exists, but I choose to live as if it does.
Agree.
43. It is good to strive towards fame, wealth, and power. Neutral. It's not good or bad. I tend to look disfavorably on it, but I also am an artist who would like to ideally not have to work a day job, so...
Yeah.
Neutral.
Yep, same. 44. I would rather live alone in luxury than in poverty with friends and family.
Disagree.
Yeah. Disagree. Wait, go back.
They figured if they asked the same question 3 different ways, they'd learn something new. 45. Societal progression should be carried out slowly and in small incremental steps. They call this, in philosophy, incrementalism, and in politics. It's often the result of facing difficult odds that you have to settle, and you realize with enough time, the arc of change is often for the better, but that you cannot get everything you want all at once unless you want to run an accelerationist playbook and risk having it all burn.
Yeah.
It's often wise, but often weak.
Yeah.
Neutral.
I think I agree.
You're a bit of an incrementalist.
Yeah, I think in especially considering long term, I think agree.
It's wise. It's just not always very brave.
It doesn't always feel. There's definitely, you don't have the instant gratification. You don't have a lot of gratification. It feels like you're always fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, it feels like you're always failing, even though you might be succeeding when you zoom out on the timeline.
Yeah. Question 46. Pleasure is the highest good.
It's not the highest good, but it's up there.
It is up there. Yeah.
Well, neutral would be it ties. I don't know. Fuck it, neutral.
Yeah, I'm going to go neutral too. I was thinking about I might agree with it, but...
I'm trying to think what else would it be. It's purpose and shit like that, but it's what good is other things like purpose or whatever without play?
Yeah, there's some of that where it's I just the phrasing of the question kind of sucks, and it's I think that's kind of the route I've been going. If it's I just don't.
If it sucks, I go neutral. Because earlier I said too, I care more about purpose than pleasure, but they're intermixed. You can't really disentangle entirely. 47. I don't care about morality. Applied or theoretical? Help me. Neutral. Fuck it.
I think I'm just going to disagree.
Fair.
Because I do.
You're more of an applied type guy. I'm more theoretical. Yeah.
Yep. Question 48. It is foolish to let emotions influence your decisions.
Depends on the decision. Neutral.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I'm just thinking about hitting Coyotes right now. Fuck it.
Was that an emotional decision?
Yeah, it was.
Do you think it was foolish?
No. I protected myself. I used my emotions to fuel my self-defense and survival.
It's not that I think it's foolish to let emotion influence your decision.
It depends on what it is. There's tons of things that the emotion helps you make a right decision. It's just the connotation is that it's bad because you're functioning off feelings and not facts. It's it's like Ben Shapiro wrote these questions right now.
That's right. And I think unfortunately for the most part I do feel a lot of that way of I understand
Easy
Either
example
agree-
is you went to the protest because you didn't go out of logic reasons. You went out of emotion. I mean, I'm sure logic's, of course, part of it, but it's like the feelings of the last years or the feelings of what could happen are a big motivator. Like, there are tons of ways to use emotion for good decision making.
You know, there was the logical thought process. I will say was there of, you know, it feels duty bound to a certain degree, to try
patriotic
to do
duty.
something when it's something that's so easy to do.
Sure.
When it's a thing that you know, may be, as far as we know, the last opportunity to do it, before something,
Possible.
you know, it gets even worse. So there was rational thought behind that. I do want to point that out, but I think you're mostly right. I think I'm going to go neutral.
49. Nothing can be proven to be true. Disagree.
Yeah, this is
Probably
disagree.
Philosophically, maybe nothing, but practically,
Realistically, practically, things.
And
can
this
be
is saying
proven to be
nothing.
true.
Like, the only way you could agree with that is like pure brain in a vat simulation. I'll go strongly disagree. Fuck that shit. We got 24 questions and results on the way.
All right. Question 50. A life of fame and fortune is more desirable to me than a happy and meaningful life.
Strongly disagree, and they've asked this
disagree.
already. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Disagree. Some people have easy battles and don't deserve kindness. It's not everyone. Maybe often. They may even be a good heuristic, but not everyone.
I think I'm going neutral. I think my approach is typically kindness first.
That would be a heuristic, but everyone you meet?
I mean, typically, if
everyone you meet is fighting hard battles.
No.
Everyone?
Definitely not everyone.
That would be a disagree then.
You kind of winning me over with that.
I feel like that was facts over feelings.
I'm going to just start mixing that in whenever I'm trying to.
It's so satisfying.
After I say anything.
It's so satisfying to re-weaponize that. Because I keep thinking of all of Mega Movement is feelings over facts. But they've just had the branding of facts over. It's so,
The facts don't care about your feelings, libtard.
So it's really fun to weaponize it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I thought about so I didn't have time to make signs for the protest, but I think next time I go, I go to another one, I want to make, not buy a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. And because I think that's a really good one for the purpose of it.
Very classic libertarian of you.
And I think it would be, for the few MAGA people that were there, walking around trying to start shit and get people to fight them. I think
they would
that
cry all over their limp peni.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty funny. Question 52. The world of ideas is superior to the physical world. Is the metaverse better than the physical world?
Vibe-wise, as a weirdo artist, I agree, but in practical, I'm also someone who works out every day. Like, the real world, the physical world fucking matters. There's a balance.
It matters, but if, getting to escape into your own mind, and ideas.
But superior is a very strong word.
It's a coded for sure.
It's saying like the physical world has less inherent meaning. Aren't they? I feel like they have to be balanced. This is like dualism. Mind over body, body over mind. Like they are intermingled. Neutral. Yeah. Very wise. It is better to live a frugal life. Neutral.
Moral statements are statements of truth or fact more than they are statements of emotion or desire. Let me read that one more time. Moral statements are statements of truth or fact more than they are statements of emotion or desire.
If I say stealing is bad, is that a factual truth statement or is it an emotional desire? I feel like it just depends on what the moral statement is.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have examples of both? That going both ways?
I think I disagree with this.
I think I go towards neutral. I feel like I would largely think that morals are statements of truth. They all ground down to moral axioms, which are like presupposed truths. But can't you have moral statements based on emotion?
I think
or desire?
Moral statements being something that is subjective cannot be in turn something of objective truth. I think there can be Venn diagrams that exist, but making a moral statement, if someone said stealing is good, that's a moral statement, but it does not. It maybe in their position they feel that it is true, but that does not mean that it is true.
But I could also have a moral statement like all megatards are traitors.
Right.
But that's an emotion desire statement that is coded as a moral statement, right? Can't you have incorrect moral statements that are still factually moral statements?
Because I don't think that's a moral statement. I think that's just an opinion.
They're traitors and are bad. The bad is the moral statement. All megatards are bad. That's a moral statement.
So then, while I agree that it may be, it's not a thing of, it shouldn't be the thing of like, oh, this is true because I feel this way. It's still an emotion or desire.
Wait, I think you said that backwards.
No, I'm saying that there is such a thing as having a wrong opinion.
Yeah, but it can still be a moral statement. A moral statement doesn't mean it's correct.
Okay, but if it's a statement of truth or fact, it's a statement of...
That's not saying moral statements are statements of truth and fact. Saying, are they that, or are they from emotion and desire?
So they're saying moral statements are statements of truth and fact more than they are statements of emotion and desire. I'm saying, I believe moral statements are more statements of emotion or desire.
No, you can't think that.
Why do you say that?
I can understand neutral, but you can't say moral statements are... That's like emotism. Do you know Cosmic Skeptic? His whole thing is all moral statements are in a form of emotional emoting. Like to say, Trump is bad is just stating you feel a way. To say like lying is a sin or that is a bad thing to do is you're just stating, you're using words to express a feeling. All moral statements come down to emoting. You would have to full on agree with that to think that moral statements are more truth statements. I don't think like all moral statements grind down to truth, but largely I think they more so grind down to a presupposed truth axiom than they do an emotion. if I say cutting my cat in half is a bad thing, am I saying that from emotion or because I think there's a deeper truth that killing an innocent animal is bad? Most people, I think, would grind that down to a truth over an emotion.
I think what I think sometimes the Venn diagram exists where something is both true and an emotion. But
that's why I said.
You've talked me into that they are not more one or the other. But even if I were to say that they are, I feel like it's fair to call them more equal, that I would still be disagreeing with this statement.
Then how it's worded, that would still be a disagree.
Yeah.
I think moral statements tend to be more of a truth thing than emotion. But I'm still gonna. I refuse to agree with it because of how it's worded. I would go neutral, and you would go disagree.
Yeah.
Fair. Resolved. 55. Scientific research is more important than art or music. Strongly disagree. I probably should softly disagree, but I emotionally,
I think I
morally feel I have to click strongly disagree.
Yeah. Question 56. I would rather live in a wealthy society with little to no morals than live in a poor society with morals and identity.
Neutral.
Yeah.
It has to be a balance. I refuse to answer such a stupid question.
Yeah.
57. We should focus on the well-being of our community. Compared to what? Neutral. Stupid. Holy
It's a shitty question. So
Jesus.
Question 58. Our ideas stem from reality.
Depends on what the idea is.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. We all have an idea and then we move on it. But
if I have an idea from a dream, is that dream reality or is it an alternate reality? That's
how feeble of a stem does it have to be to say it stems from reality?
Is everything from reality? Yeah, it's why?
Is it strongly agree or neutral?
I did neutral.
That's, you know what? I'm not too worried about this. The last 15 of these are going to be fucking nothing.
Dumb, yeah. 59. Our primary pursuit should be our own passions and pleasures. Agree.
Agreed.
Not strongly, but I do agree.
Question 60. There is a distinction between good and bad that goes beyond mere human nature.
To clarify, because I wouldn't strongly agree, it said primarily focus on your own passions and pleasure, but there should also be focus on others, but primarily it should be on self.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Distinction between good and bad that goes beyond mere human nature. Agree, right?
Of course, there is a distinction that goes beyond good and bad of mere human nature. That's not even a question. What does that mean? It's like a comment.
I mean, they're all just statements.
Yeah, but but your distinction between good and bad that could be limited to human nature, or you could expand it to things outside of human nature. Could I say a bug killing?
Karmic nature.
Or if a bunch of bugs gang up and kill a coyote, is that good or bad? I could make that distinction. All the question is there a distinction that could go beyond? Yeah, it's neutral.
I think I'm agreeing.
Agree, yeah. The primary goal of humanity is the pursuit of knowledge. No.
Disagree.
That's a great pursuit. I don't think it's the primary. Who fucking decided that? What tyrant picked that as our primary goal?
62. Human beings possess a soul.
Private position is I don't know. Public position is strong disagree. If I average the two, I disagree.
Just take an average on it.
That's what we call it, the Hillary logic. Okay, we have private and public positions, and we average the two.
I'm gonna take the private one, and I don't know. Sorry, this is you.
Wait, what's your answer for that? Do
I said
humans have a
neutral.
soul?
Neutral.
Okay,
I don't know.
Fair. 63. Individuals should act in their own self-interest. Agree.
Agree. Each person has a function in society.
Clearly disagree, unless you say the function is not functioning. Some people don't function in society. If, like, holistically, you want to be like, oh, even the people not functioning are playing a role in society, then I guess. But if we're talking about, like, some people struggle to fit in society, some people suffer, some people don't function, then you have to disagree.
I feel like because of that, I can't say strongly disagree. I'm just going to say soft disagree.
Soft disagree. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's times in my own life I did not function in society. It's not like a judgment on the people. It's just
I think there is the argument to be made is that you still have a space at the table. But
who? I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think rather than strongly disagreeing with that because they weren't specific.
Yeah. 65. There is a way to live that is morally ideal. To
yourself, I guess?
Theoretically, no. Applied, of course. So strongly disagree and neutral, or strongly disagree and disagree, I will average to agree. I'm figuring out the mind meta.
Okay, cool. I think I agree.
We're almost there.
It is not wise to be affected by strong passions and fears.
What a stupid question.
I disagree.
Disagree. Yeah, it depends on what it is. You don't want to give into fear tactics, but you also don't want to ignore other people's feelings.
It's not even like it's not wise to be persuaded by or coerced by. It's just affected by.
Yeah,
it's like the strong passion or a fear. Can be valid. It's not about wisdom. It's just you are.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not a strong passion or fear.
Well, like there are good passions and fears,
right?
Some and valid ones. There's also invalid ones. It just depends. 67. The universe obeys nature and fundamental laws. I don't fucking know. Like, factually, yeah. But what fundamental laws are they talking? Neutral, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a dumb question. Like, it has to obey, like, reality's laws, but I don't know what
like, are we getting into physics here, or is this philosophy?
I don't know. That's a good distinction. Neutral, I don't know.
Question 68. People cannot be truly altruistic. To disagree.
I'm very on the fence of that. Like, does altruistic mean, to be truly altruistic, does that mean no negatives or bad things, or is it just
no, that just means like no ulterior motives. And I would say, like, maybe not like, if they're saying that they can't be truly altruistic all the time, I think that people can do things without having an ulterior motive.
Yeah, I would agree, but yeah, it depends on what you think of human nature, or I would go neutral. Half of people are good, half of people are bad. It's exactly even, although we don't always get to see that split. True altruism exists, but can they
even if they're, whether they're good or bad, they can still do things altruistically.
Yeah, but what about
if they're doing something and they're not hiding their motive behind doing a thing? They're doing a thing and they're presenting it as such.
Keep in mind the question is, or the statement is, people cannot be truly altruistic.
Right. So I disagree. Because I think that people can be truly altruistic.
Yeah, I would disagree, I think. 69. Lofty ideals such as justice and liberty are of great importance to me. Agree. Soft agree.
Yeah.
They're like strongly, but none of it matters. So softly.
Not great importance. It's like, yeah, there should be justice. 70. Authority must always be ridiculed. Strongly agree.
Well, I'm neutral. Some authorities are good.
Authority is good, but or maybe not ridiculed. I guess maybe that's not the right word that I thought
Questioned.
of. Questioned and critiqued.
Yeah, but ridiculed.
Ridiculed is different.
Yeah. That's why I go neutral.
Yeah, that's fair.
71. Without faith in a god, we cannot be content. Strongly disagree. I'm not a worm person. I'm not a nail licker, so I would strongly disagree.
No nail shall be licked on the
None.
Trash Cats podcast.
Correct.
Emotion cannot be discounted when making decisions.
Neutral. Depends on what the decision is about. Sometimes you want to not include your emotions. Sometimes you do.
It's like, yeah, I think I disagree because it can be discounted, but I'm not saying that it should always be.
Right.
I disagree.
Wait, neutral.
No, I disagree
Oh,
with the
cannot.
statement.
Yes. Yeah, correct. You're right. How it's worded. Emotion cannot be discounted when making decisions. Disagree.
Yeah.
We're not putting a judgment on if that's good or bad. We're just saying,
Right.
disagreeing to the factual statement. 73, we can never perceive true reality. That's a very complicated question that I'm going to say I don't know.
I don't know.
What is true reality? Yeah.
Exactly. That's a non.
If I smoke, it's like a physics question. If I smoke enough DMT, am I seeing true reality, or is when I wake up in the morning, is that true reality? Who the fuck knows?
Right. 74. Last question. We should help those who are struggling in our society.
Soft degree.
Yeah. Same.
It's because we're good people.
All right.
My results first impression is they look very boring.
Yeah, same. It's a lot of not very super strong on most of these.
Nothing on mine. The highest swing I have is by 18%, and all of the other ones are within like 8 to 10.
I think the highest swing I have is like 15%.
Yeah. We're gonna
nihilism.
Be very close.
Nihilism and moralism and skepticism and absolutism.
All right, let's go. So each one of these categories is on a scale of 100% of which one you lean to. So the first one, materialism versus spiritualism. Let's just list what we leaned. Let's not give both sides because it makes it confusing. Let's just do the high percentage. So materialism versus spiritualism. Which way did you go?
I got 51.7 spiritualism. They do have a little. What do the results mean down here? Do you want me to have that open?
Sure.
'Cause I can follow that up. Sorry, we can take that again.
I got 55%
spiritualism
towards spiritualism.
That tracks. Metaphysical axis, which is the materialism versus spiritualism, is how you view reality. Materialism being all of reality is physical and material. Spiritualism being some of reality transcends the physical and material.
Which I think we both would agree with. Some definitely does transcend, but I've, throughout this episode, ragged on and on about how I hate spiritualism. The things that I believe go beyond the material world are not spiritual, as spiritual often is thought to be.
There's connotations there.
Yeah, the whole meta that I joked about during the first half is I knew we were going to fall heavier into spiritualism bullshit than I believe.
Yeah. Next one is the societal axis. This is your attitude towards society. Egoism is the individual is most important versus altruism, the community is most important.
I went 51.5% towards ego. So pretty balanced.
I got the exact same thing in altruism.
Based, but perfect balance.
That's how we know. Next one is the decision-making axis, how you approach decision-making and your actions. Idealism is the underlying principles are most important. Pragmatism is the results are most important.
Mine are kind of interesting here.
I got 55.5% idealism.
I got 57, which off the bat kind of feels right because I'm a pretty idealistic thinker, but also I feel like I'm pretty Machiavellian, where the ends do often justify the means, and I'm willing to make sacrifices with idealism to get things done as well. But I think overall I do tend to land more in the realm of idealism. Like, I forget which manifesto it was. The only... I don't want to believe in anything but idealism, right? Like, that's...
Right.
What's the point of believing in something if it's not ideal?
Yeah, exactly. And I think some of the I guess the pragmatism feels like I don't know, like something being pragmatic seems ideal, right? Like something that's like
sure,
being a pragmatist, meaning it's right for the job. It's like it does the thing that it's supposed to. But I guess it being ideal, meaning that it could always be doing it better. I don't know.
Very incrementalist of you.
And now this next one I think was thrown off because of our non-committal answers to a lot of these, because I got some results that I don't think I agree with. The sensuality axis, how you approach your indulgences. Hedonism, being pleasure that is intrinsically good and should be desired. Pleasure is intrinsically good and should be desired, versus asceticism. Is that right?
Honestly, I'm not familiar.
Abstinence from pleasure in order to discover meaning is most important. It's nofap.
Yeah.
I got 50-50, which I do not agree with at all.
I would imagine that's just from our high skepticism.
Yeah.
Because I landed 55% towards hedonism, and I mean, we're pretty close, I would imagine.
I know you would probably fall much stronger on that.
Yeah, and I would imagine you would as well. So yeah. We'll look skeptically at that axis on the sensuality. This is the one axis
where I assume this next one is probably your strongest swing. Meaning
second
axis.
strongest, actually.
Okay, cool. Mine too. Whether you believe in objective meaning. So nihilism, neither meaning nor morality, or are objective, versus moralism, morality and meaning are objective to some extent. I got 63.3 in the nihilism.
I went 60.8 on nihilism. And this all boils down to applied philosophy versus the theoretical philosophy.
Yeah, that makes
both
sense.
of us definitely curve towards nihilism, but I think we have a little scoliosis because our spine is also very strong and moral, but it definitely curves towards denial.
Values axis, what you value most. So rationalism, intellect and logic, romanticism, passions, and the heart.
Which way did you go?
Surprisingly, I got 53 for romanticism.
Very nice. Yeah, if I had to pick you ahead of time, I would have gone towards rationalism. I attribute some of that to the sloppy nature of Ben Shapiro's quiz here, but I think you lean towards rationalism. But I mean, you like art, and like you're also a depressive, emotional stoic.
Yeah. It's like, don't get me wrong, like I can still be a passionate person. It's just, and I believe in love, but
rationality. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
You're a lot more logical than me for sure. I went 55% romanticism, which
that Yeah, I feel like it would also imagine it would probably be higher in that arena if not for the hesitations.
Question. Yeah, because my job is pure like reason, like a rational. Like I have to do a lot of rational thinking. I like rational thinking. I like law, like philosophy. I like argumentation and like writing and shit. But my soul, for lack of a better word, leans towards vibes and emotion. So it makes sense, 55% to me.
Yeah. Epistemology axis, your attitude towards knowledge. Skepticism, meaning we can truly never know anything for sure.
I think that's a terrible definition.
Yeah. Versus absolutism. There are objective truths that can also be. Okay, that's not. They're so. They did it earlier too, and I didn't call it out, but this is. So skepticism, we can never truly know anything for sure, versus absolutism. There are objective truths that can also be understood.
Yeah, how fucking dumb.
They did the same thing earlier where it's like one of them is an absolute versus the other one is not.
Yeah, it can also be understood. Like skepticism is not that nothing can ever be known for sure. That is not what skepticism is.
They did it with the metaphysical one with materialism says all of reality is physical and material versus spiritualism saying some of reality transcends the physical and material.
Yeah, those things don't. It's not a true dichotomy.
In materialism, they could have even said most or all, and it still would have clicked. Or saying with spiritualism, reality transcends the physical and material.
Yeah,
without the sum of would have been better.
Well, anyways, this one was my biggest swing.
Mine too.
Yeah, 68.8.
Skepticism. 64.6.
Ooh, yeah, I went 68.8. Yeah, so we're both big skeptics, and I think that's a good way to be.
I agree.
I think it tested okay. It's not. It's a good for what it is.
It was fun.
Accurate, fun discussion for sure.
We got an hour or so of content out of it.
Yeah, let's get you out of here, Dad, so you can end your vacation not recording a podcast.
Yeah, I gotta go move my laundry and put this food away that I made earlier.
Gross. Good luck. This is fun. Big stuff on the way. Got a couple fun episodes. I have a new idea for something too, but we got a couple cool outlines going in the works currently. So
yeah,
look forward to sharing things soon. Stay shiny and soft.
Thanks again for listening, everybody. Thank you to Approaching Human for the use of his music. You can find his work on SoundCloud at Approaching-Human.
Thanks, John. Album cover almost done, and album is actually in the mixing process by a professional doing. Do you know what they call sweetening the tape?
No.
Before digital audio mixing, when you mix and mastered an album, it would eventually get put onto cassette, right? And then that would be the final version produced. And the natural effect of putting things on tape, it makes things go up a tiny, tiny bit of a pitch. And tape rarely ever moves at exactly the same speed as reality. It's normally slightly, tiny, tiny bit faster, which is what makes it go up a pitch. Mm-hmm. So nowadays, all digital mixing and mastering is so accurate. You don't get some of those like warm like effects of music from like the 70s where everything had tape sweetening. So some mixing and masters that are super good will take all your digital work and print it on tape and then convert that back to digital to get some of that tape sweetening and some of those cool, more warm organic effects. This guy's like a super cool mixer and master. Got the album covered. John's almost there. It's taken forever, but we're getting there.
That's incredibly sick.
Yeah, super sick.
Make sure to check out the show page at Trashcast on Instagram for news and art from the show. Check out Facebook for the memes.
For the memes, if you're super, you can check out my trashy art on Instagram at SkySXSKYZACX. Just put up
a new piece this last week, huh?
I think I was on that for literally 3 months. I worked, which is like one of the longest, but there were like all kinds of complications. But I spent a ridiculous amount of time on it, to be frank. I'm really happy with how it turned out, but it shouldn't have taken that long, and also just really did need to take that long. But got some other new stuff in the works, and appreciate you guys very much.
That's going to be all for us today. Stay classy, eat trashy.
Go fast, eat trash.
Now, this is interesting because we've had this conversation before, right?
Yeah, I could kill a homeless person every day, and I don't think it matters compared to like. I could feed them, or I could kill them off every day by day.
Just clip out of context.